guys, what's up? It's Audrey, and sorry guys if I look a little rough. I just got back from a walk home with my dad, and so I'm really tired because we walked down to the store and then walked back home. But anyways, today I have a story time for y'all, and it's about another one of my ex-boyfriends, except this one I literally hate with a burning passion. And my friends that are subscribed already know who, they know the person, but this person, his name is Jason, and I had a really big crush on him when I first met him, but I thought that he was never gonna like me, so I pretended that I didn't care and just went on with my life. And I was introduced to him by his brother. His brother introduced me to him, and not too long after we became friends. And this happened before my mom and dad split up, but we started dating after mom and dad split up. And I was so happy. I would go back and talk to my friends, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, Jason said this, I'm so happy, he is so amazing, he's the best guy and stuff. I was literally so happy. But then one day I wake up in the morning and just out of nowhere he's like, hey, I think we should just be friends, he was pretty much telling me he doesn't want to be together anymore, and I was so devastated, but I just replied with okay, and he's like, really? Oh, that's great, you're really okay with it? And on the inside I kind of wanted to respond with, hell no, I'm not, because it's my first relationship, but I said, yeah, I'm fine, it's okay, I'm all good, and everything was fine until I saw my sister on Instagram, and she was following Jason, and I saw a picture of Jason and my cousin, the one, my cousin Shannon, who, we didn't really ever get along too well, but we did have, in middle school, while mom and dad were still together, in middle school, we got along pretty well. She'd give me her carrots, and sometimes I'd sit with her if she was having a bad day. But sometimes there was drama and rumors that went around, and so she was like, well, after what these people said, I don't think I can trust you again. I'd need a few months to, get back into the group. And I was like, really? You can't trust me when you know this is a lie? Really? Because some of the things that were said were how could you even believe it? And it was all coming from this one guy that was friends with her. And according to what I heard from Shannon's best friend, he said that something about my dad saying something really, really mean and nasty about Shannon. I was like, why would my dad say that? I mean, yeah, there are some times when he thinks that, maybe you can be a brat because you don't come over just because there are rules. That's pretty much what he says. But that's it. He doesn't say mean stuff about, whatever he said. I can't remember right now. It was something about, hating her. I don't know. But I was like, my dad would never say that. Because, my dad just doesn't do that. And even if he did, I would know. Because obviously he was having the conversation with me. But after a few weeks or so, it died down. But since then, on and off, we had been fighting about stupid things. And when I found out about this, I was like, oh, I see you're dating Jason. Did you know that he was dating me before? Like, and we were like, we got into a fight because I was like, yeah, I just want to talk to him, that's all. Like, I just want to talk to him and, see, like, all I wanted to do was talk to him and, like, be like, why? Like, I hope Shannon never sees this, but at the time, I literally thought that I hated her. I literally hated her with a burning passion of a million suns. I hated her. And then, she's saying all this really mean stuff, like, oh yeah, he didn't actually ever like you, and he probably never will, and stuff like that. I was like, are you being serious right now? Like, are you being for real? But we had gotten into a fight, so then I started talking to him on top of it, because I was like, I need to talk to him about this too. And she was getting upset because I was talking to him, and she's like, yeah, can you stop texting my boyfriend? I was like, I can talk to whoever the fuck I want. You don't judge who, like, you don't tell me who I can and cannot talk to. So I will talk to him if I want to. And eventually he blocked me and stopped responding. I was like, oh, yeah, real mature asshole. I was pissed. And then, because I had my cousin over the night that I was, the night that he blocked me and stuff, she texted him. And so she got this one text and she was like, yeah, you don't want to read this one. I promise you, you do not want to read this one. And I was like, no, just let me read it. And I kind of like fought with her a little bit, but eventually she showed it to me, and my jaw was like, and like I was like so, like the fate of the world was on my, like I was just so, I didn't even know what to respond to. Because you know what he said? He said the only reason he went out with me was because he was desperate. So, I was pissed. I literally texted him, I'm like, desperate, huh? You went out with me because you're desperate? I think desperation is when you break up with me for my cousin. Like, you dump a real nice girl for someone who will not treat you right for the life of her. Just saying. I was pissed. And so he blocked me on Instagram. He blocked my phone number. She blocked me on Instagram. She blocked my phone number. And they all just continued on for a little while. But eventually, my friend got him to talk to me again. And so, after they broke up, we like became friends. And like, cause I really hate staying mad at exes sometimes, and I didn't want to stay mad at him, so I was like, yeah, can we at least be friends? And he was like, yeah, we can do that. And so we were friends, and then we ended up going out again, but this time it was for revenge, because the more I thought about it and the more people asked me about it, the more I got so heated. I was literally so pissed at the time. So I went back out with him because he was flirting with me at the time. He did tell me that he liked me. So he asked me out, and I said yes. And then we were going to pull some really, like, terrible, like, I was going to be really rude to him. I was going to, like, break up with him and just come up with some really heartbreaking excuse. Like, I'm cheating on you with someone or something like that. Because, I was literally so pissed at him at the time. But I didn't end up doing that because my friend told me not to, because she became friends with him. I was literally so upset. I was like, the whole point of me saying yes was to break his heart. And then my friend was like, well, just don't let him break your heart. And because I was like, well, you know what, as long as we're dating, we might as well try it again since we're already technically dating. And so we were dating for about a week, and I decided I couldn't do it because there was someone else that I really liked, and it wasn't him. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I need to break up with you. And then he told me, oh yeah, your friend told me that you were going to break up with me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bruh, really? I was literally so pissed at my friend then, too. And it was because I told my friend that I think it was my cousin told me, one of my other cousins told me that, sorry, I'm talking about a lot of cousins, but this cousin, I think it was Savannah, but I'm not sure. Someone told me that someone broke up with him and he pushed her down a flight of stairs. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So I decided to break up with him, and that was that. And since we weren't going to the same school, I thought, hey, I have nothing to worry about. I'm all good. I can live my life in peace. So I broke up with him, and we got in another fight. And so every so often, like, I'd go on my friend's phone to, see, because he would tell my friend, like, really rude shit about me. So I'd go on her phone sometimes, and I'd see what kind of stuff he was saying. And so he told her, like, a bunch of bullshit. Told her that I was a liar and, I can't be trusted. He called me because, like, I was messing around one day. I was being silly, and I texted him. I was like, by the way, this is Audrey. And I wrote a really rude thing. I don't remember exactly what it was. But then he called me a depressed emo bitch, something like that. And I was like, oh really, you want to call me names after names after names? I was literally so pissed. And so, but I didn't say anything to him. I didn't end up saying anything to him about it. And I almost went out with him again, but that is when the Jake, story time came in. So I guess I did my story times a little out of order, because when I was going to go back out with Jason, that's when Jake asked me out. Like, literally, Jason asked me out maybe 3 days before Jake did, but I didn't get Jake's text, because by the time he texted me asking me out, I had already left the place that had Wi-Fi, and at the time I didn't have Wi-Fi at my dad's house, so I didn't get his text. And then I finally, got the text, and I was like, oh, I almost feel bad, because then he texted me on my grandmother's phone. He was like, do you have a boyfriend? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, yeah, I saw you hugging someone, and I just wasn't sure. I was like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, sorry to burst your bubble. But that was around the time when I found out that he asked me out on Snapchat. So, yeah. Anyways, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below about any challenges or anything like that. Even though you guys don't do that, you guys don't stay to the end of the damn video. Why? Just kidding. You probably do, but you're probably just ignoring this part. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If only I could speak. And I'll see you next time. Oh wait, before I go, I might record a video at my mom's house and then post it at my dad's house, because I feel like my mom's house has so much better lighting, and I just love, like, the lighting there, and it just most parts of the outdoors, not inside the house. The inside of the house is freaking ugly. But the outside is literally so beautiful. So I might record a video there and post it when I get back. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!